My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena, where we're looking for a druid and or a hunter. Hunter primarily, so if I get offered both, boom, there we go. Excellent. So, why did we get hunter? Because it was requested a very long time ago by Mr. Strumpet, and I just haven't had a hunter offered in ages. Stampeding Kodo is the biggest value card there. Mad Bomber? Mad Bomber. I'm not a huge fan of Explosive Trap, to be completely honest. It's very easily to be played around, actually. Abusive Sergeant? Yeah, I think there's so many better threes that the Abusive Sergeant's actually a pretty good choice here. Kill Command is always pretty good, especially when you can get it to trigger. Stranglethorn Tiger is a solid 5/5, plus it's a beast, that's real nice. Deadly Shot's pretty good removal. Piloted Shredder, hell yeah, sticks to the board, love it. Another Deadly Shot? Yeah, I'll take it. Excellent. Abomination as board clear? Abomination is anti-aggression. Do I take an Abomination for the sole purpose of anti-aggression? I don't know. Ravenholt's Assassin could cinch the game for me in a bunch of... Alright, I'll take the Ravenholt's Assassin. Piloted Sky Golem, fuck yeah, sticks to the board, loving it. Cult Master, I need to get a lot more early game minions to make the Cult Master worth it, but damn is it a good card. Mechanical Yeti is lovely. Okay. I think it's Trogzor out of these. So Blood Mage Thalmos is kind of like a 1/1 Death Rattle draw card for me, right? I only have one thing that does spell damage so far. Trogzor the Earthinator is pretty much kind of like a more expensive, higher end version of Loatheb. Kind of. And then the Beast is just bad. Because with a 7 health, it's not too difficult to kill, but you give your opponent a 3/3 and you swing the board in their favor by doing so. So, it's gonna be Trogzor. Freezing Trap or Starving Buzzard. I don't have enough beasts in this deck. I mean, I've got a Stampeding Kodo and Stranglethorn Tiger, so... It's gonna be Freezing Trap to try and send some beasts back to hand. Tundra Rhino, maybe charge out a few of mine. Excellent, let's get some early game in here. Bloodfen Raptor is an early game plus a beast. Force Tank fucking max. Excellent. Zombie Chow is an incredibly good early game card. All of these are pretty bad. I mean, I could use Tracking to dig for deadly shots and stuff like that. That's not horrible. I mean, it's better than the other options I have, so I'll take a Tracking. Flare Lilexorcist. More like Tide Hunter. So Flare is kind of like Cycle, draw a card. If it hits a secret, it's amazing. And secrets are pretty big in the current meta, so yeah, I'll take it. Another Force Tank Max will basically round out my late game. Multi-shot is incredible removal. Kill Command is amazing. Houndmaster is pretty good. I just need some more beasts, I guess. Oh, I should probably start picking a lot more beasts. All of these are pretty bad in this situation, especially considering how few early game minions I ended up picking up. The Cult Master is going to be pretty poor, so I'm going to take the Stormwind Champion as an actually okay card. Hunter's Mark or you know what? I actually have to take the Direwolf Alpha, because it's an early game beast. That's a Worgen Infiltrator as well, because it's just a pretty good card. Eaglehorn Bow, I mean, we do have one secret in the entire deck, so hey, it might get some value. Loot Hoarder is a pretty good early game card. And then, do I take another Flare or an Illuminator? I think I take the second Flare. This is going to depend entirely on who we're versing. We can control in the early game pretty easily. I mean, we can deal with secrets pretty easily. We can bounce things back to hand early if we need to. We've got 2 amazing early minions and an okay early minion. Then we've got some Bomber RNG and a Loot Hoarder. Yeah, we've got a decent amount of early plays. We've got easy removal on 3. I mean, removal / damage. Our 4s is where we start to hit a few of our more powerful minions. 5. Basically, we need to last until the late game. Which is kind of usually the opposite of the Hunter MO, right? Usually you want to go fucking get the face! But, We didn't draft a deck that's actually particularly good for that. Hang on, I've got to fix this. Actually, I've got to fix my seating position, apparently. There we go. Okay. There we are. Now we're perfectly centered on the camera. You can see absolutely the very top of it is what's touching the top of the barrier. Oh, it's lovely framing. If I could just blow my own ego for a while. Flair's probably going to be pretty good in this match. Do I keep it in the opening hand? You know what? I have two. I don't think I keep it in the opening hand. Plus, I don't have, you know, a super difficult time drawing cards. I can probably just wait until I get a flare before I attack. Okay. This is really good. Removal. Removal if the second threat's horrible, or removal if the second threat's not too bad. I have a pretty good opening here.
I am ready.
Oh, now I'm happy. Sad. Now I'm sad. Whoops. Sad is the word I was looking for. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good response. See, this is a beast, so it's got a lot of the synergistic value that I don't want to lose. And I especially don't want to lose it to a Clockwork Gnome that's kind of giving my opponent value, like a significant amount of value. Not only is it trading up in terms of tempo, a 1-drop is trading against a 2-drop, but my opponent also gets a spare part card, which is sometimes worth value. And I'm not getting anything. Instead, I'm gonna get a Loot Hoarder. Yay! I'm gonna get a card. I'm gonna get me a card.
Hey, give me that.
This opponent has a pretty good start. I mean, okay, let's look at it. The opponent had a 1-drop that I couldn't deal with, and then the stickiest 2-drop in the game. Haha! Fuck you! Are you shitting me?
First kill.
I hate this video game. God. Followed by buffing the stickiest early game minion. I'm really, I mean, my opponent has no coin, actually. They've used the coin. So one of these is a spare part, and then they've just got 5 other cards in hand.
To my side.
Oh, yeah, of course it is.
I smell.
That's actually the best one for them right now, so just want you to know that. To decrease the chance, to make it a 50-50 rather than a 33.3% chance, I'm gonna do that before I play the Stampeding Kodo. I want to hit Leok. Good work, Ryan. As always. I think I just lose this one. I mean, oh my fucking god. I kind of need some insane bullshit to go down for me to have any chance of winning. And this is gonna be a deadly shot board. Come on, draw the other deadly shot. Double deadly shot. Nope. There's... oh, God. My opponent could do 9 damage to me this turn, and had 3 mana left over.
Truth is my shield.
Come on. You need to hit this. Thank you. Sweet, merciful Jesus, that needed to go that way. If it didn't go that way, I already had lost the game, but now I'm still pretty poor shape.
I'll show them.
Let's face it, I'm not in a good position right now. Okay, let's track. So I've got to think about it. I can play a 7-drop this turn. Next turn I can play a 7 and a 2. There's never going to be a turn where I can develop the 7 and something else, so I need to be able to develop light cards. Okay, Pilot Shredder. If I want to get at least 2 things out in a turn, they have to be light cards. Obviously, I play Trogzor. It doesn't matter if my opponent, you know, kind of kills both of my things and doesn't cast a spell. All that matters is that I develop one that can be the 7/7 next turn thanks to the Stormwind. And I think I've already lost, right? Yep, that's the end of my game. There's literally nothing that I can do right now. Oh, wait, the only way I can survive is if I kill this and I get a spare part that allows me to survive. Does that allow me to survive? No. Not in any way. Doesn't work. 2, 4, 8. Whee! Concede.
Well fought.
Yep. That's kind of just the way things shake out there when you kind of get fucked. What? So my opponent's 4-drop was the Animal Companion. Yep. Animal Companion, then the Worgen Infiltrator, and then the Worgen Infiltrator got buffed. Yeah. Okay, now, yeah. Yeah, our opponent curved out basically perfectly, even though we managed to respond to the curve in most cases pretty well. It wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. We really needed to hit Leok with the Stampeding Kodo there to have a chance. And that's to come back from a bad position.
Begin.
I'm gonna keep Deadly Shot, because I think if my opponent has a whatchamacallit in the early hand, or whatchamacallit, what the fuck am I talking about? If my opponent has, in their early hand, a Water Elemental, they might even keep it. And killing a Water Elemental with a Deadly Shot's pretty good. Especially because it'll usually be the only thing on the board. I mean, think about it. This turn my opponent plays nothing. Next turn, well, this turn I play nothing. My opponent now 3-2, 2-3. 2-3 would be particularly bad for me, actually. Kind of want them to ping me in the face. Come on, ping. Ping my face. Ping. So they held 1 card in their opening hand. If they don't play it this turn, then I know that they held something because they think it's going to be a good card later, rather than it's an early play and they held it for their curve.
Mind if I roll me?
So now developing this means that my opponent is either forced to play a one mana card, which they apparently don't have, so that they can Fire Blast this and kill it for free, or they just rely on the strength of their 3-drop. If they rely on the strength of their 3-drop by playing something like a Spider Tank or a Spider Tank, I'm just going to kill it with a Deadly Shot. Yep, so dead. I don't even have to qualm that decision even slightly. Because this will die for free otherwise. I want it to cost my opponent mana to kill. And that's the whole point of my game, is to take it into the late game. That's the whole point of my deck right now. So if my opponent invests 2 mana in killing my 2/1, then they have to develop something with, at most, 2 mana. And they have not shown the potential to do that. So I get a naked board on my return, and I have card advantage. So they've got 7 cards in hand, I've got 1 on the field, and then I've also got 6 in hand plus the coin. So I've got a card advantage of about half a card, basically. But since I'm playing second, actually I've got 1.5 card advantage, because my card draw will count towards my card advantage. So there's very, very few ways that my opponent can actually empty my board and then start doing annoying things to me this turn, which is why it's so important to be on top of the board. Right? Like, it's at 6 mana, responding to this in such a way that removes not only the Pilot Shredder, but also the 2-cost minion, and then developing a board state is almost impossible currently for the mage. So that's why it's so important that on turn 4 my opponent had nothing to play, along with the 2 mana that they spent killing my loot hoarder. Which is why the deadly shot was correct.
For the Lich King!
Ooh, that's unfortunate. Think I'm at freezing trap. Huh. I really want to deadly shot that. Do I freezing trap? So my opponent's going to go into flame strike next turn. Oh no, I 100% play Trogzor. So if they want to play Flame Strike, they have to run in here, kill their own Spectral Knight, and then Flame Strike. Not only do I get a Burly Rockjaw Trog, I also get the Piloted Shredder's 2-cost minion. So I actually have a pretty well-developed board after that turn that I can play Stormwind Champion to start pushing deep damage from. Okay. Are you going to spend a spell to kill a anodized Robocarb, and by doing so, give me a Burly Rockjaw Trog?
Ready to ride.
Oh, you have a charge minion. Oh, that is such a fringe case. How dare you.
Alternating time.
Now, the reason I made this play is because the Stranglethorn Tiger is almost impossible for my opponent to kill right now. They would need to develop something with 1 mana that has spell damage, or cast an Arcane Missiles after a Flame Strike. Okay? And casting an Arcane Missiles after a Flame Strike means that they're going to give me 2 Burly Rockjaw Trog. Oh, no, wait, attack Flame Strike. Okay, 1 Burly Rockjaw Trog, but then they only have a chance of killing the Stranglethorn Tiger. And the reason all of that's so important is because Stranglethorn Tiger is a 5/5 in stealth. I've got 5 damage in hand currently, and then I've got 2 damage from my hero power, and then I've got 5 damage already sitting here on the field. So my opponent has to have some crazy shit go on in order to stop me from securing lethal next turn. Flame Strike's not enough. Boom! Well played.
Well played.
Told you, they had to have some crazy stuff going on. That wasn't crazy enough. Oh, man. So I'm kind of playing some sort of a poorly formed... I guess you would call it a control mid-range hunter. Yeah, more mid-range than control, but okay. Yeah, that's kind of what it is right now. It's not particularly exciting, but, you know, it's good fun. Kill command goes back. I think I keep Stampeding Kodo, because if I can flip the ball with the Stampeding Kodo, then I win the game. Well, then 9 times out of 10 I win the game. So all I need to do is not have my opponent develop a Northshire Cleric on turn 1.
I smell
That's fine.
blood.
If I draw a 2-drop, I'll coin the loot order. Nope. I don't even know what I want from tracking yet, so I'm not going to do it. I mean, tracking isn't fixing my curve unless I got a 3-drop from it, but the thing is, all of my 3-drops are reactive spells, right? Deadly shot, kill command. Second kill command? They're all very reactive. That makes my loot hoarder really bad. Which means that developing my loot hoarder last time would have been really bad. I could steady shot or I could track for a better card to play on 3. What card would I play on 3 against that? Almost nothing.
I wonder.
Oh no, but if I got a multi-shot, that would be really good. There we go. Reason multi-shot's so good is because I can hope that my opponent develops something with 3 health this turn, and then coin multi-shot kill both.
The damned stand ready.
Fuck. Not good enough. My RNG was not strong enough. So, live with me in this world where I coin Houndmaster. Am I a madman? The answer is yes. That'd be a dumb thing to do. I was thinking, I coin Houndmaster and then the turn after I coin Stampeding Kodo to kill the 2/6. That's value right there. You can't do that. You 1 coin, Ryan! There's no Gazlo in play. You have 1 coin! The death rattle of this one will trigger before the death rattle of this one. So if I actually swing at this and then multi-shot, the 2-1 will be the only remaining thing on the board. Is that my play? Yeah.
I hunt alone.
Death rattle of this one triggers first. Yes. Okay. See? It death rattles an empty board, and then I get my damage golem. Whee! Science! She blinded me with science! That's, my impression of Gyrocopter from Dota 2. What are you doing? What are you doing, you tricksy little bastard here? You trying to rush me down? Are you gonna fucking double smite my face? What are you gonna do? Power word shield? I'm kinda scared. Boom. Generate that 5/4 toint. Look at that booty bay bodyguard sitting right there. Bloodfen Raptor? Nah, mang. That the booty bay bodyguard if I've ever seen one in my life. I've just gotta hope my opponent doesn't have powered shield. That would be tragic.
Your magic shall not save.
It's still pretty tragic. I mean, I can likely kill that with a Mad Bomberino. No, don't you freaking dare! Oh, you butt! How dare you! Well, this one can be healed, so it actually has to die. It's difficult for this class to deal 1 damage, so I'm gonna play a card that can kill one of these and then have 1 health left. I'm in a pretty bad position right now. I guess that kind of just takes 1 hit. That's fine. Cult Masterino? Cult Masterino. I fear the Cult Masteroni won't be strong enough to save me. I'm facing down the barrel. I'm facing down the business end of 6 damage right now. I got all the card advantage in the world, but it's not going to matter when I lose. Well done. Yeah, I saved myself from dying. Okay, so by conceding before my opponent could kill me, I've regained the honor that I would have lost in that match. And if you believe that, I have a watch you might want to buy. Jesus. Things aren't going well. I always like that, the comedic flip from laughing into crying. It happened a lot on Friends. They did a lot, especially with Rachel and Phoebe. Yo, you want to read my dissertation on Friends, an early American sitcom?
Versus Anduin.
I know it doesn't count as early American sitcom, but it's kind of, it ushered in a new era of American sitcom. character situational driven. Sitcom, rather. Boom. No. Fuck all that noise. Give me them twos. Did I just verse this guy? Whitey? Is this a guy I just versed? Is this a guy I just versed? Did I just verse this guy? 1 second. Did I just verse this guy?
Greetings.
Look at that Direwolf Alpha. Whoa, he's looking strong. He's ready to die to literally almost anything my opponent plays. There we go. Yeah, that will do it. But before he does that, I'm gonna use him to push in 2 damage to the face. Oh man, don't I look like a baller. I've dealt 2 damage so far. That's right. No big deal, ladies and gentlemen. Just 2 damage, casually. Stop Velen's choosing everything! God fucking damn it. I wish Velen was a little bit more picky. You know the shittiest thing about this? Heal, attack. Oh my god. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, it's fine.
First kill.
Attack. Multi-shot and kablamaroni. I've got a piloted Sky Golem coming out next turn. I wonder if my opponent has Holy Smite, I'm gonna be a little annoyed. Like, if my opponent can remove my board and then develop something, I'm gonna be slightly saddened. But if they can't, like what's just happened, I'm actually in a really good position. I'm gonna actually armor plate this guy, and that's going to keep him safe from Holy Nova. Holy Nova won't kill both of them now. Whereas if I armor plated the 4-1, it would go to 4-2, and then that's a 2-2, they both die to Holy Nova. Yeah, Shadow Madness does kill both of them though. Shadow Madness pretty much just generates a naked board for me to play my piloted Sky Golem on. My opponent, I imagine, is just gonna heal himself with the 2 mana left. Oh! That's a no one. They're healing themselves with the 2 mana left. Damn, look at that play. Piloted Sky Golem is way better than the Ravenholt Assassin. Don't even fucking tell me that I should have played on curve there. Unless this gets silenced, I'm really happy to have this out. But even if it does get silenced, guess what? It would have... My opponent probably would have held the silence until I played it. Anyway, so it doesn't matter. Kill that, time rewind, and then play it again. Could happen. Don't you fucking Velens choose me. Oh, man. Okay, give me something for attack. That don't have for attack. That's unfortunate.
Locked on.
Doesn't matter if I attack this turn. How aggressive can I be? Abusive Sergeant. Abusive Sergeant. Shit. Oh god. How aggressive can I be? Double Abusive Sergeant, the Stranglethorn Tiger. Run to the face. 9, 8. No, that's not a good idea.
I hear you got a problem.
I'm not going to win this game in any way but super aggression. So that's what I'm doing right now. So, Abusive Sergeant, Time Rewind, Abusive Sergeant is 4 damage with those 2 cards. Then I've got 3 here, and then I've got 2 here. So I've got a total of 9 damage in hand. If my opponent can't play a taunt or heal past 16, I win. End your turn. It looks like I have 12 damage right now.
I can fix anything.
Well played.
Well played.
Start off with that. Grant to attack. Time rewind. Grant to attack. Attack the face. Attack the face. Well done. 2-2. Yeah, as soon as both of these came out, I knew that there was no way that I was going to be able to battle for the board. I didn't have either of my deadly shots in hand. I was behind on developing big cards. It was not a good idea at that point. So I decided, yep, cool, just use my stealth minions and run for the face. That's kind of like the hidden kind of awesomeness of stealth minions. If you just have that final turn and you need to have minions survive, stealth minion to deal damage, stealth minions are really your best bet. So in Hunter, they're a little bit better. Especially since the 5/5/5 with stealth is actually pretty good, especially considering it's a beast for Hunter.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
Why did I keep that hand? Well, clearly I hate myself. I kept this hand mostly because I think if the flare hits something, I'm going to win the game. If the Direwolf Alpha manages to kill something, I'm going to win the game. And if the Deadly Shot manages to go out and kill something, I'll be okay.
Show them all.
Oh, I'm actually in a really good position now. Direwolf Alpha, determined against that, my opponent runs their Mad Scientist into my Direwolf Alpha, and then I get to flare for value next turn. Boo, yeah. They summoned their spell. No. I need a good card on 4. None of those are a good card on 4. Alright, I'll take an Eaglehorn Bow. Okay. It's good that I kept those cards, because those were exactly the cards that I needed to combat my opponent's opening. So, this dies to that, so Eaglehorn Bow is basically as effective as it. And especially since I'm using the Eaglehorn Bow to kill the 3/2, I'm going to be able to limit whatever 2-drop my opponent, limit whatever 2 or less attack creature my opponent puts on the field, so that I can Stampeding Kodo efficiently against the Haunted Creeper. Boom. Another mirror image. Of course it is. Mirror entity, rather. My apologies. Would not be surprised to see that, and then a ping, or that, and that run into the Stampeding Kodo in order to remove all 5 of itself. My opponent leaves themselves with a 3/2 on the field. As a result of that. Oh, that's pretty bad for me. That is actually pretty atrocious. So I can hit that and then make it a 50-50 to kill the Stampeding Kodo, but right now it has a 60% chance of killing something, 66% chance of killing something that's actually worthwhile rather than the 1/1. No, I'm gonna hit that.
Low.
Really getting fucked on the Stampeding Kodo killing the wrong thing.
Mind if I roll me?
Sorry, Stampeding Kodo killing the wrong thing and Deadly Shot killing the wrong thing constantly. You're not sorry. Don't act it. Okay, so I managed to sap some mana out of my opponent and draw a card. That's pretty much how that went down. My opponent has 7 damage currently sitting on the field. I'm going to play Trogzor the Earthinator. Hoping that my opponent doesn't want to give me a 3/2. Sorry, a 3/5. So that they'll trade both of their minions against it. If my opponent trades both of their minions against it, I have a Force Tank Max coming out next turn. I can contend the board at that point. But up until I have some control on this board, I'm just going to be a sad, sad man.
What to do?
Excellent. Even just getting one Burly Rockjaw Trog out of that is fine. Okay. I might want to switch it. Give it a bit of a switcheroni. Switcheroo. No, I can't afford to do it this turn. 4 Sank Max. If my opponent wants to use Polymorph in order to remove the Force Tank Max, they'll have to accept that they're creating basically a Force Tank Max on the other side. So there's the Polymorph. This is now a 7-2. Do you have a reactionary card to this?
What you want?
Frostwolf Grunt. Baby, you got it. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Houndmaster's this. This runs in here. Then I attack the face with this. Swap it. So that it stays alive, and develop a Piloted Shredder. Flame Strike will now give me a board with a 3/4 and whatever the Piloted Shredder summons. Oh! I'm an idiot. I should have known. Yeah, Echo of Medivh, I should have known my opponent had that card in hand. Just played the taunt. Okay, that's fine. Have to play this first. I just need one hit on this. Nope. Had to be a little bit proactive in my trades there. Ping, Flame Strike, attack would clear my board, and my opponent would... Oh. Give me the fucking flare, come on. There's a flare in my deck, I know it. Mm-hmm. I know there's a flare in my deck. It's a deadly shot.
Let's get physical.
Duplicate. Mm-hmm. I can't give up 7 damage to the face. So
You got it.
attack there, summon that. Attack the face. Freezing trap. Steady shot. So, Mana Worm, unknown card. This is so that my opponent doesn't get the spare part this turn. There's no way, well, outside of them killing their own minion, there's no way for them to get the Death Rattle spare part. Goes back to their hands, they play it again, so they can't get the Taunt one, which is super important, and they can't get the Freeze one. Because 2 of the, I think, 8 spare parts would be really atrocious for me right now. Plus, they would power up the Mana Worms.
Well played.
Get fucked.
Maggot.
Well played. I'm just a little salty that they almost won off that top deck. If it wasn't the Stranglethorn Tiger, they would have as well. They would have been able to clear enough that I wouldn't have enough damage that turn. Okay, 3-2. Somehow I don't feel like this one's going to cut to a part 2, guys. I really don't. Guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen. Everyone of all gender identities. I got it. Mobile shit game. Infinite runner cash grab called Z-Listers, starring you and me and other tiny YouTubers. This is Ignidius, by the way. Now I just need to think of a unique twist. We'll be rich. I need permission to use your likeness. Should I give my likeness to that? Z-listers? Yeah. I don't even think I'm a Z-lister. I think I'm one of the... like... you know the accented A's that no one ever uses on keyboards? On mobile keyboards, of course. The long press, hold this button for 7 seconds, and then you'll get the accented A. That's kind of what I am. I'm a that lister. This is an okay opening, I just get to push damage for a while. Oh, hero power, come on, just fucking hero power, do nothing. Oh. I want to get deadly shot off the top deck. Come on, top dick me a deadly shot. Not a deadly shot, okay. Well, if I'm gonna do damage to the face, I want to kill this first. Don't kill it, 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 don't kill it. Fuck you!
Something needs tinkering? I feel icky.
I've lost.
First kill.
If you're wondering why I played the 3-2, if you're wondering why I played the Bomber, you need to know that there's nothing my opponent was going to develop that turn or any subsequent turn that was going to die to the Direwolf Alpha. So the Direwolf Alpha was going to die for free against no matter what my opponent played, so I needed to develop something that survived and had 3 or 4 damage to deal with whatever my opponent played. Which is exactly how that shit went down. Yeah, here comes the fucking Dark Iron Dwarf. Dark Iron D's nuts.
Mind if I roll knee?
Oh look, my opponent's trying to run out their hand. Well, if they're trying to run out their hand, the obvious thing that we do is run out our own and then fill their hand again, so we get 1 draw from Jeeves this turn. Our opponent gets 0 draws. They would have to spend 4 cards this turn in order to get 1 draw from Jeeves at the end of the turn. So they're much more likely to kill Jeeves. So Jeeves basically drew us a card and killed a 2-1. Do I think that's worth it? Not really. I think it's a thing that happens though, so. I guess that's something no one can compete with. That happens. Yep, no, good. That is an apt description. It is a thing what occurred. I'll keep the flare. So I attack that one. Hunters have few ways of dealing with their own creatures, so it's fine. That's a pretty large amount of value seized on the board, to be honest. I managed to respond to all of the prominent threats that my opponent had developed, deal a little bit of damage to face, and keep my health bar alive. See, if I didn't have the kill command, I would have had to use the Eaglehorn Bow to kill the 4-3, and then I would have had to use the Stranglethorn Tiger to kill either a 3-2 or a 2-3. Guess what? Next turn, whichever of those two I didn't kill can kill the Stranglethorn Tiger. But now, with the board stated as it is, the Stranglethorn Tiger doesn't die to whatever it was. Please play Explosive Trap and just fucking lose your shit when I flare it.
Did someone say Mom?
Of course your fucking bomber knows how to shoot.
What does the future hold?
What does the future hold?
I hunt alone.
If you're wondering why I didn't develop the Force Tank Max that turn, it's because I need to kind of have the utility of using Flare or my hero power every single turn if I can. So, playing a 7 and then using my hero power. Oh, fuck you! I was relying on there being very few ways for a hunter to be able to deal 2 damage easily. Sorry, 1 damage easily. Alright, whatever. Hey, see? Secret. Shh, it's a secret to everybody. So I used Flare first, just in case it is Snipe, and then I developed the Force Tank Max. Hey, Flare drew the other Flare. Excellent. So now my opponent thinks, oh, look, they used a Flare once. There's no chance they have another Flare. Surprise, motherfucker. Some fries, motherfucker. All rise, motherfucker. I'm still probably gonna lose. But it'll be funny while we do so. Oh, Deadly Shot's actually really good. Deadly Shot, Mech Yeti attack. I could win. All it requires is my opponent not getting Huffer. Or Gladiator Longbow. Just...
Well played.
No. Fuck you.
Well fought.
That is not how I was editing my score. I was editing my score to say 3-3, not 4-2. But now it says 4-2. Whoa, look at those light fingers. Hey, all I gotta do is play one more minion that costs 5 or more and I'll finish another quest. Hell yeah. I'm likely to get 2 more arenas in tonight and that makes me really happy. Because that'll mean that I can play more Abe's Odyssey. No, I keep calling it Abe's Odyssey. It's new and tasty. God, I love that game. And Grimrock. Ugh. Ugh. And Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I've already finished Dark Souls, so I'm not playing any more of that currently. Oh, man. I'm just swaddled in games I really like. And they're kind of new to me still as well, which is really fun.
For Doomhammer. Let's
Well, Flare's going to be useless for me this match, so I'm going to throw back the Cult Master. Freezing Trap. I'll keep the Freezing Trap as surprise tech. I don't have too many, powerful things. Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I kind of just hope my opponent doesn't have Earthshock in that game. Greetings, Traveler. No Earthshock.
Greetings, friend.
No Earthshockeroni.
Mind if I roll knee?
So this is a fine play because it baits out my opponent playing a 2-3 if they have one, which I can respond to with a Direwolf Alpha and then trading my Loot Hoarder, which means that I don't lose any... Oh, don't be the 1-1, don't be the 1-1, don't be the 1-1. Yes. Fuck yes.
Hey, give me that!
I'm addicted to control. I know, I've got a problem. Come on. You've got to be holding something. There's no way you fucking left a goddamn... Really? Oh, I guess that does make sense.
Hey, give me that!
I'm assuming my opponent's going to play like a Mech Yeti this turn and then hit my 2-1. That's a really powerful play if my opponent gets it. Nope. I was hoping they were going to do the Mech Yeti play because then I was going to be, oh, surprise, motherfucker. But now. Because they were going to develop a 6-7 in that case. And that would have been insane. But I just deadly shot it anyway. So I hope my opponent develops some small weenies this turn, because then I can just Stampede and Kodo to kill one of them, and then I've seized slight board value. I mean, I don't have the board after that, unless they develop, like, one big weenie. Oh, Arcane Nullifier. But if they had Arcane Nullifier, they would have played it last turn. So, they're not going to play Arcane Nullifier, obviously. Come on, Kodo. I know you've only got a 33% chance of doing this shit. But I believe in you. You gotta know I believe in you. I hate you forever. You're a piece of shit, and your tusk makes you look stupid. Everyone's laughing at you. You know when you walked into the locker room that time and everyone just went shh? Yeah, that's because everyone was talking about you. You were right. We told you we weren't talking about you, but we were. The coach joined in. He hates you too. Piece of shit, Stampede Code.
My shield for Argus.
Shield for fuck you. Piece of shit. Come on, come on, view the world's spectacular, most salty man. Okay, Mad Bomber starts first because it has more opponent targets than it has thank you, you still managed to hit one of my own, good work. Then I play Mech Yeti. If I kill, no matter what I kill, I affect the board state in a pretty negative way for me. Lightning Storm loses me the game right now. I'm in a position where it's basically, if my opponent Lightning Storms, I lose the game. If my opponent doesn't Lightning Storm, I could possibly win the game. I'm not in a really good position right now. I rarely am, unfortunately.
What to do?
No Lightning Stormeroni. They wouldn't even need to roll the totem first.
We
Rock Biter?
must cleanse the Sunwell.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That is bad. That is something I could have considered as well. It's moved to a health point that allows it to survive. Oh, what? Okay, that's weird. I thought that would have definitely attacked one of the 3/2s and survived. Huh.
There's little
Actually a really bad play.
I hear you got a
So I've got both kill commands in hand. I need to worry about getting a beast on the field. I mean, look at this. I have a lot of spells. I got 1 minion. So I really need to worry about just getting a beast and using it. If my opponent gets taunt from that, I'm going to be a sad... Oh, fuck you. Game's basically over for us now. We don't have board clear. If you're wondering why I did that, it's because my opponent now only has 3 damage on the field. So it's not super easy for them to just immediately kill the Ravenhold Assassin. Hopefully. I'm gonna have to win through control now. I can't go to the face. My opponent keeps generating taunts like fucking 5,000 miles a minute. Taunts left, right, and goddamn center. Especially having to expend a... Especially having to expend a kill command without removing... Oh, that's bad. Having to expend a kill command without actually, you know, going for face. Kind of put me in a really, really rough position. Oh, and I've lost. Have I? Am I being too hasty to say that I lose? If you make that attack, you have Lightning Bolt or Rock Biter weapon. If you're hesitating to make that attack, you have a Rock Biter weapon. And if... That's Rock Biter weapon off the top deck.
I wonder.
Is it? Seems like it is. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'll let the dogs out.
I had to get its effect in as soon as I could. Three of those targets would have been okay. 3 of those targets would have been, yep, okay, fine, hit that target. That's a 25% chance. To fuck up that badly was the 25% chance. No, I basically get to lose my board for free. I am a salty man about this. If that Force Tank Max gets Hex, then the game is over. Hex from the top deck?
My eyes are open.
Oh, fast here so you can kill it for free. Excellent, good work. I need all of the cards in my opponent's hand to be completely irrelevant. It's the amount of things that I need to happen for me to win just keep going higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And that's not going to help me at all. If they properly attack with a 3/3 first to my face, then yeah. Freezing Trap goes back to hands. I lose. That attacks that. They summon another totem. 4/5 in the middle of the field. No way for me to kill it. Oh look, it trades its Divine Shield against my 6-drop. I've used both of my significant face damage spells, being the... Not good enough. I've used both of my significant face damage spells. So, that's real good.
My eyes are open.
Opponent has another and faster to heal themselves, of course. Just in case you're unaware.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Okay, kill one of these. Kill one of these. Thank you. This is pretty much a prolonged loss right now. That kills that. That can leave my thing on the board as much as it likes.
The gates are open.
Oh, look. Oh, great. So now when I attack that, I don't even have a 33% chance of actually killing it with the... Oh, non-mech minions. Hell yeah. That attack actually matters, because otherwise Lord of the Arena gets it for free. I wonder if I can stall this game to the point that I somehow accidentally win. Just by using my hero power.
Is my shield.
Look at all these taunts! What on earth is going on? I've already lost. That's some grade A horse shit right there. Only the mighty, we got the quest done. Now I don't care. Quest complete. And I've got enough for 2 more arenas, even before counting the gold here, apparently. That's weird. Or is it already counting the gold that I'm about to earn? We'll see as to whether that number changes. 50 gold. Is this 370 now? Nope. Okay. Huh? One of the shittiest epics. Alright, what are we gonna name that deck? Ooh, what are we gonna name that deck? It's gotta be something about how they missed so many times. I want to call it percentages, but I think I've called an arena percentages recently. I'm gonna call it slight, because a slight against someone it's to grift someone to cause kind of like mischievous harm, I guess, would be the way to explain that. And slight is also the amount of possibility for those things fucking up in the ways that they did. Welp. My name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Hearthstone Arena, the name of the deck has been Slight. We went 4-3 as a hunter, mostly based off of the fact that, well, this game just... RNG exists. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. If you have, please click like. It does help me get my content out to you people. There's also a playlist in the description down below for Hearthstone Arena, Hearthstone Ranked, and Hearthstone Adventures, which will soon include the Blackrock Mountain expansion, and hopefully